All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to the lounge. Glad to be here. I'm going to do a test here real quick before we get started into the topic. Um, when I switch over, well, you know what? No, because I don't know if Brandon would hear me. Do you hear me now, Brandon?
Nope.
Okay, no. All right, so we're going to keep it on this mic right here because this mic works for both. All right, so before we get started, again, welcome back to the lounge, you guys. Glad to have you here. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. Please remember to tap on that subscribe button if you've not joined us yet here at the lounge. And of course, we got our guest with us tonight, Mr. Brandon Armstrong. How you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing good. Just getting ready for Easter this weekend. Happy Easter to everybody.
That's right, it is. It's right around the corner. Yes, it
Yes,
is.
sir.
Got to go and get them Easter baskets and all the chocolate candy and the eggs and
Oh, yeah.
all that fun stuff. Yeah, we got a big Easter event coming up here Sunday. Bunch
So do
of
we.
friends and family and kids, and I might need to dig a hole and crawl in it. No, I'm kidding. So we are on some different topics here tonight at the lounge. As you know, we talk about everything here.
Yep.
If it's something that we see as a problem, society, or whatever it is, we bring it here and we talk about it. So, speaking of that, I guess it would
Folder
help
view list.
if
On air
I
company stop studio 8 of 45. On air company 7 of 45. Sim brief down simming files 4 of 45. Simming files. Items view restream chat 6
all
of
right, so I'm going
copy
to
copy
open
C
up
rename share as delete the pop up share as run as administrator. Items view
the chat. However, I do ask people to
restream
please
chat row 1
be respectful.
1 column 1 restream chat. Restream chat. Type a message. Edit blank.
Well, that was
Enable
weird.
button.
Like it kept going. Brrr.
Disable button. Enable button.
So
All right,
Type a
what is
message.
it
Edit
doing?
blank.
So I'll just type in here. Welcome. Make sure
Click
it's
graphic stat welcome. 2128 restream.io. Header clickable.
all right. So, anyways,
Simming files row
we
simming
got that
files.
working.
Restream chat
All
row
right.
1 column 1. Dashboard restream Google Chrome dashboard restream.
I don't know what that was about.
Ops 30 stop streaming
I'm gonna go try
checkbox
to
checked.
figure it out.
Start
Just not
recording
even try.
checkbox not checked. Stop streaming dashboard restream
so-
Google Chrome restream chat column 3 vipilot slash out vipilot.
The topics tonight is based around college. It's based around AI / Chat GPT and other AI programs out there, and it's also based around accommodations. Now, when I first started college, I went to a community college. We started a really good group, and that group was really strong while I was at the other college. But then, when you leave a college, you can't continue to keep the group. I don't agree with that, but
I don't either.
it is what it is. We did all that work, and then we had to just drop it, which was obscene to
Very
me.
unfortunate.
Yeah, very, because it was a good group. It was see the ability, not the disability. And now we just have our YouTube channel, which I might even move this over to that channel as well. But anyway, the big thing there was all about accommodations and accessibility and whatnot. The one thing that I can tell you on that topic, I guess we'll dive into that one first.
Yeah.
We'll leave the good topic for last because it's pretty good. The one thing that I can tell you that I've learned is no matter if you have accommodations, that's good. If you've got it set up, that's good. But the one thing that I learned, at the end of the day, you're going to get instructors that's not going to understand it and they're not going to care.
Or they're just not going to follow it. Even though you have it set up with them to follow, they won't follow.
Yeah, and you can make them follow it. You can do things to make them follow it, and that's, hands down, that's not hard to do, but it's the I don't care concept of it and the I don't really understand it. I've been fortunate for where I'm at now and all the things that I've been through. And I can tell you, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff. Now, I'm not going to throw names out there because I'm not going to put that kind of heat on anything, but I can tell you this. I've seen situations ignored and dealt with in ways that it just disappeared. Problems fixed. Let's move on. When there should have been other results to those problems. Meaning, when you have an instructor and they don't follow your accommodation, that shouldn't be an adjustment made on a grade. It's taken care of. Don't worry about it. It should be something that's dealt with very stiffly. Because here's a question. What if it's us that mess up? Do we get breaks like that? Do we get to say, well, I messed up, but, just go ahead and, fix it and we'll move on? No.
Nope.
But when it's the other end of it that messes up, let's just fix it and move on. I have seen things adjusted that should have not went that way. There should have been a resolution to it. It should have been resolved in more than one way. Can we have a bad day at college and just say, Teach, I messed up, but will you go ahead and at least just give me a C for that? No.
No, we can't do that.
It don't work that way. But when you want to protect someone, then it can be adjusted. I'll say that.
Not only that, if you want to treat the college like a business, that's where the whole adjustment thing comes in. Well, if we do this, we're going to lose money. So let's just do something to get a quick fix.
Yeah, and the thing is, if no one ever does anything about these type of situations, what is ever going to get better with it? It's not.
And not only that, if somebody has that sort of situation happen and the department in question gets away with it, then what's going to happen with the next person that has a similar disability or the same type of disability, and they go in the same class, take the same class that you did, and the department's like, okay, well, we did it once, we can do it again, and we can get away with it again and again and again, and it'll be just a repeating cycle.
Yeah, and that's not the way it should be.
Mm-mm.
Now let me put out there though that I am very grateful for my instructors. I'm very grateful for how much they have worked with me. They have worked with me a lot. And they have been very understanding to my situations. But it still doesn't solve the problem.
Now,
when you go to college, and this is for anyone that receives accommodations in any way or that could receive accommodations but they don't, but at the same time they're still at a different level on the amount of education that, or the amount of skills that they have, the amount of how fast they can go through things and do things. This stuff is slowly fading away, you guys. And how come nobody sees that? The accommodations are there, yes. But the support is fading. And it's fading fast. there should advisors should always keep up with their students.
Absolutely.
If they need assistance, try to resolve it. Try to come up with a solution that might help it. But unfortunately, we're not seeing that. So this is what I want to say, and then we're going to move on to the next topic because I'm really hyped up about this one too. If you're going through college and you get accommodations, if you need help, you're going to have to push it. You're going to have to push, and if that means stepping on feet, step on them. Stomp on their feet. Don't let them ignore the situation. This is your grade, your GPA, and your career. Again, I have been very fortunate. Very fortunate. But it's not always going to be that way. And now I'm at the point where I almost want to get involved in college as a career to help people, to make sure that they get the support that they really truly need. So, again, if you get accommodations, you need help, don't ignore the factors. Go out, do something about it. There's always someone above somebody. Okay? Always.
And there's always a department chair or a president or...
Always.
Yeah.
So, do something about it, you guys. Anything else on that topic, Brandon, before we move into the crunchy stuff?
No, I can't think of anything on that. I think you covered it.
All right, folks. The future of everything, and it's called AI.
One of my favorite tools.
AI is something that is very powerful. Now it's even becoming very productive. It's becoming very proactive. It's becoming the evolution of our societies.
It's definitely becoming educational too.
But you got to be careful when you're in college, because if you are good at doing work, you're good at doing papers and stuff like that, there is a such thing as being too good. Today there is a such thing as being too good. Because if they read it and they think, to them that looks like AI, you better get a hold on it quick. You know, today, when you're doing papers, they got programs that can help you with your resources.
Mm-hmm.
Your works cited, your references. There's programs that can do all that for you. And it's okay to use that. But on the same token, it's not okay to do X, Y, Z. Now, that doesn't mean I'm saying students should go out there and cheat. Don't cheat. Do the work. If you can do the work, do the work. Don't use ChatGPT to write your paper for you. Because they're going to catch on to it, and they're going to throw a very big fit. But the problem we see today, though, in college, is when they think you're using it when you're not.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Is when they think you're doing it, but you're not. So, Brandon, share your thoughts real quick while I run and grab my drink. Tell us what you think about it. What do you see happening? Just give us some feedback on your end.
So my opinion about AI and ChatGPT and everything else is college professors and teachers in general, they're afraid of it, I think, because number one, it takes less time to get the information that you're looking for now than it did even say 10 years ago when you had to go spend hours and hours and hours in libraries looking it up in books. So say for example I said I'd like to know something about the Civil War. Well, 10 years ago you'd have to go to a library, look it up in a book, or look it up on an internet scholarly database, versus now you can put something like that into ChatGPT or any AI program and you can get information in seconds.
No, you can't. I'm a genius.
And I think people are afraid of change. So, I think that's why you're starting to see a really big crackdown in schools, colleges, wherever, even workplaces. I've seen that. They're trying to regulate AI, unfortunately, because, like I said, people are afraid of change. And here's my argument to that. We had this argument with the internet when it came about. Oh, it's online, it's new, we don't like the new way, we like the old way of doing things. And my argument to people then, and it still is today, with AI, this is how we live, this is our future. And either you're going to have to learn to accept it as society, or you're going to get left far, far behind.
You know, and the thing is, and now I got to go back in here and grab my drink. I'm making coffee. The thing is, folks, we either got to stay up with technology or we get left behind. And
exactly.
At some point, you're going to get left in the dark. You got to think of it this way. Think of it when it was the Western days, when cable didn't exist, cell phones didn't exist. Think of all that stuff being gone, and its transportation was horse and buggy or a train or a boat.
Yep.
Okay? The technology is just like what they went through.
Exactly.
As time passed, out came the cars. Then out came airplanes. And if people didn't stay up with that stuff, they would have no idea how to even use it. So,
and I think that's, and as you said, I think that's our biggest problem with society now, as it was when the internet came out. Well, people just it's new, we don't like it, it's new technology, I don't know, it's going to be harmful, blah, 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 blah. And you're seeing the same arguments with AI. It's harmful, it's new, I don't know about it, we're afraid of it. And like he said, we have got to stay up to date with our technology. This is where we are going. And it's here to stay, folks. There's no getting rid of it. We're not going back. And I've said this about the internet. We are not going to go back to a pre-internet society, and it's going to get to that point with AI. We're not going to go back to a world before AI once it gets implemented throughout society. I mean, you got businesses right now, Expedia, Travelocity, Hotels.com. Like, you got tons of businesses already embracing AI and using it in their websites and their applications. So we're on the way to integrating AI into our everyday life. And people need to understand it's here to stay. We're not going back. Honestly, I love it. I love AI. I like the fact that AI is here to stay. I'll give you another example of that. We have an app on our phones called Be My Eyes that basically you can call a volunteer or get information. Or here's the cool thing that we do a lot, and I do this all the time, even with weather maps in our area. They have an AI feature where you can run a photo through it, and it'll describe the photo. And I enjoy that feature because I've told the company, I said, look, this gives me a new appreciation of photographs.
What program?
Be My Eyes.
Oh, Be My Eyes is amazing.
That's what I'm saying. That I was just making a point like that, and we're integrating slowly to AI being in society. I was just saying businesses are integrating it into their websites and applications, and we're not going to go back. We can't.
And the thing is there are certain careers where you need to have all this experience.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also careers these days where you don't need to have experience because AI can help you do it.
Yep.
You know, I think that employers need to go back down the whole list and reconsider where they hire people at different levels. For example, you know, a lot of jobs want you to have a bachelor's, when in reality, I don't see why an associate's isn't good enough.
Exactly.
I don't know. You got people that's against technology, and them people's never going to change. You know, we still. I know people today that you give them a smartphone and they'll look at it like they'll have no idea what to do with it.
Yeah. My mom's one of those people that are, you know, she's not really fond of AI, and I'm just going, well, this is,
you know, well,
part of that maybe because Be My Eyes described her as an old woman the first time I took a photo of her. So
yeah,
that
you killed her on technology.
Yeah,
my
I
mom's
kinda
got
did.
my mom's got a cell phone, and it's nothing, fancy. It's $100 phone, whatever. But you should see her on that thing. She's clicking this and clicking that, and well, what happened to my Facebook? I can't get into it. Somebody hacked it. No, it's because you unloaded it. You got to know how to use this stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't agree when I see people, accusing students out there in all these different colleges of using stuff when they're not really doing it. Just because someone does something so good, that don't mean it's always AI doing it.
Exactly.
And there's some out there that say, they can, they'll know when something's done in AI because they understand the language. There's no way for you to understand if AI did it or not unless you run it through a generator.
I'm glad you brought this up because there's a story about a professor I just heard a while back, and I forgot about this. Happened here in Texas, actually. Apparently, there were students in... Yeah, no. They failed the whole class because they thought there was a student that was using AI to write a paper, and they said, well, since this student is so good, then I think the whole class is using it, so therefore you're going to fail this.
Yeah, and you can't do
class.
that.
And you can't do that.
Now, there are ways for them to see if it is or not. Just like the one class I'm in, the literature review, we can run it through a thing to make sure that it doesn't have anything in it where, we would get, in trouble, not necessarily using AI, but even,
plagiarism.
Plagiarism. You got to be careful these days in college, guys. You got to be very careful.
You really do.
But the thing that kind of gets me, though, is when they want you to write something, but they don't want you to they want you to get the information about it, but then you gotta take these professional things said and put them into your own words when it's like sometimes you can't put that stuff in your own words because there's only one way to put it.
Exactly.
Chance. Sorry, my dog is over there.
He's having a little fit because he's
Yeah. Well, he's got an interesting. He's very interesting. Sometimes he sounds like a human.
yeah.
Like when he goes, you'll think he's saying "oh," you know, like when a kid's like "oh," like
Yeah.
he sounds like that when he gets going. You get him going, it sounds like a kid just went "oh." He's listening to me right now. Oh.
Yeah, see, now he won't do it.
No, he's listening. He's smart. He's a smart boy. But he's still a big puppy. But
Yep.
folks, just if you're in college, please be careful. And I know it sucks because you might not even be doing nothing wrong, but be careful.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
there's a lot of people attacking AI, and it's just not fair.
Frankly, I get tired of
Five
people
pilots slash out
attacking
folder
AI
view
every
list
day.
Simmon files for Google Chrome
It's really annoying.
app Google
I'm gonna
Chrome
find
and
something
sleep
and
select
show
search
it
landmark search
real quick, and then let me see if I can.
YouTube.com Google search heading level 2
Okay,
nav make clickable YouTube home heading level YouTube
we go here. Now where
clickable
is it?
banner YouTube clickable search button search
I'm not
landmark
gonna play like a long video because obviously you can't hear it. I just want to find it that way I can read it to you what it is.
Yeah.
search
Okay, it's
interview mode
called
with it's on thinking I
AI
thinking
thinking on its own
with no human
with
interaction
no human interaction.
11,839 YouTube
Wow.
main landmark clickable clickable Sky News Australia and clickable AI is dangerous, but not for the reasons you think. Social clickable James Altucher predicts AI 2.0 will create a brief wealth window for regular investors. Heading level 3 link.
There,
Clickable Elon Musk most shocking interview with AI. By clickable 2 robots debate the future of humanity by Rise Con 7 million.
so this is what I want to
Untitled Google
share.
Chrome
Some of
DVI.
the
John.
amazing
I'm going to give you the link,
robotic
Brandon.
creations that we're building at Hanson Robotics here in Hong
A
Kong.
very popular
And
company is called
I'm up
Hanson
here on
Robotics.
stage today to
These
tell
guys
you
are
a little
no
more
joke
about these
with AI,
robots,
guys. No
how
joke.
They work,
They got robots
how
that literally
and
think and get
why
smarter on
we're
their own.
developing them. And
Wow.
also, for the first time, we're having two of our beautiful Hanson
And what they
robots,
got here is two
on
robots that's
stage
going
at-
to tell
at
you
the
what they
same
think the
time
future
to
is
have
going to
a-
be.
Have a bit of a debate back and forth about robotics issues. And you can,
They got
you can
robots
watch
in
them,
these other countries that
chat with each other.
work
So
in nursing homes that
Hanson
sit in
Robotics
rooms with people and
was
talk to them.
founded in the
and
United
read to
States in Texas, but the company moved its
You know, I got
center of
a
operations
prediction of where we're
These
going
were
with
from
AI
Texas,
for-
Brandon.
Clickable main banner
Oh,
main click
wow.
seek slider
Wow.
clickable button K pause play keyboard.
Yeah, this company originated out of Texas and they moved to Hong Kong.
That's interesting.
Pause
I've been
K
here in Hong Kong
clickable
6
seek slider
years.
slider 1
David
seek slider 1 minutes 10 1 minutes 1
David Hanson's
1 minute
Hanson
30
Robots.
2 minutes 3 minutes
Wow.
4 minutes 5 minutes
to unplug
5 minutes
me.
No, I don't
5
wanna-
minutes
Because you need me to put on a good show for you.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to unplug you. We're gonna have a
see?
debate here. There
clickable
will
button
be
K
no-
play
This robot just told him you're going to unplug me if you get tired of what I say. Anyway, it's technology, guys. I'm a huge person about technology. I love technology. I love
too.
AI. I've got things that I vision. Me and Brandon, we both have these same extreme visions of technology. I believe as a flight simmer, I believe that there's no reason why there couldn't be aircrafts created to where even blind people could own one. I don't
Yep.
see a reason why they couldn't with the technology that we have today. There's a company, and these airplanes can even taxi on their own. Now think
That
about
is
that.
amazing.
In
That is
real life,
amazing.
they can taxi on their own. In real life. And on the sim, we're doing everything to make that happen. You think about that. What was you going to say also about technology, Brandon?
So there's a new product
Oh,
that I'm
okay.
hoping I can beta
until
test.
after the debate. all right?
Probably coming
Until a
out
few
this
years.
year. It's going to really advance our O&M.
Yeah, you want to tell
or
Play,
our
hey.
orientation and
You're
mobility.
talking about that
It's called-
cane?
Yeah, it's called Glide.
Did you do a beta application or what?
I've registered to see if they can put me into the beta test team. I joined their email list, and hopefully, if they can pick me to be a beta tester, I'll be able to
Toolbar.
test this thing. But it's a
S.
really
Search
cool
landmark.
piece of technology.
Yeah.
It's the way they describe it is it's between the
Become a-
cane and the guide dog.
Mainland. Clickable guidance. Glide your way to independence. Heading level. Link heading level 3.
But from what
Link
I was
guidance.
reading
Link
about it,
HTTPS. Button. But share your email.
it has
And the first in
two
line to
wheels
pre-order
on
your
it,
glide.
so
Join our
you
exclusive
hold
beta
this
testing.
handle,
Button. Link glide.
and
Link heading level 3.
You
Link
have,
heading level 3.
you know, if
Guidance.
you want
Glide.
to go somewhere, you just walk
Guidance,
and
glide
it
your way to
steers
independence.
you.
All
You
right.
don't.
So
Main landmark. A new era
what
of
he's
independence
talking
for the
about here,
visually.
I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about
Glide is the first
this.
heading level 1. A new era of independence
A
for the
new
visually.
era
New era of
of
independence
independence
for visually
for the
impaired. Out
visually
of heading
impaired.
glide is the first
Yeah.
self
Glide is the
guided
first
mobility
self-guided
aid
mobility
designed
aid
to help
designed to help
individ help
to
individ
help
with
individuals
sight
with
loss,
sight
navigate
loss
the world with
navigate
ease.
the
Link learn
world
more.
with ease.
Heading level 2 meet glide.
Meet
Heading
Glide,
level 2 your new walking companion.
new walking
Glide is the world's first
companion.
self-guided
the
primary
world
mobility aid designed to help you
self-guided
regain your
companion to help you regain
independence and live life to
your
the fullest.
independence and live
We
life
believe
to
that
the
freedom of
fullest.
mobility is a right. Breakdown Barry link learn more. Graphic A front forward. Graphic at the top and lower body on the ground with the glide. Logo
it
on the front.
describes
The
it.
body design hints at. Graphic A front forward facing
It
view of
says
glide with
a
a black
front
vertical pole
forward-
and front forward facing view of
Facing
glide
view
with
of
a
glide
black
with a
vertical pole
black vertical
and
pole
right contrasting
and a
right
contrasting
white
bright
handle
white
at
handle
the top
at the
and
top
lower body on
and
the
lower body
ground with
on the ground
glide
with the
logo
glide
on
logo
the front
on the
body
front.
design hints at
The body design
A
hints
sport car.
at a sport
sport A
Uh,
at hints at A
hints
sports A at hints
hints
at A
at
sport car
a sport
with
car
simple rounded
with
edges
simple rounded
and smooth
edges
transitions
and
the
smooth
handle
transitions.
at
The handle at the end
the black pole
the black
is white
pole
with
is
a
white
black
with a
grip
black
and
grip
include a forward
and
front
includes a
facing
forward
camera
front
lens
facing camera
out of graphic heading
lens.
level 2 walk a groundbreaking leap in assistive technology glide
So it's got a camera at the top, and then it's got
Yep.
the bottom looks kind of like a sports car type of design, like shape.
and AI to provide you with
Now
a plan
tell me you
using
wouldn't-
real-time
now
data
tell
and
me
data
you wouldn't
groundbreaking
try
leap in
that
assistive
out if you got
technology
the
glide
chance.
combines cutting-edge
Yeah,
navigational
here you go,
robotics
cutting
heading level
edge.
2 boldly. Graphic pole is white heading level 2 walk boldly. A groundbreaking leap in assistive technology and AI to provide you with a ground leap in assist technology.
A leap
Glide.
in excessive technology.
Combine
Glide combined
Edge navigation
cutting
robotics
edge navigation
and
robotics
AI
and
to
AI
provide you with
to provide
an
you
intuitive
with an
and
intuitive
comfort-guided
and
experience
comfortable
line
guided
feed using real-time
experience.
data from an array of advanced sensors.
Using
Glide
real-time
autonomously steers
data
the way
from
to maps.
sensors, steers
The
and
best routes
maps the
identifies
best
targets of
routes,
interest and
identifies
avoids obstacles to get you safely
targets
using
of
the best routes.
interest
Identifies targets of interest and avoids obstacles to get you
avoids
safely to your
obstacles to get
destination.
you safely to
Link
your
how it works.
destination.
Guidance demo described audio frame clickable grouping unavailable. Out of grouping link photo image of link guidance demo described audio. Button copy link. Button play.
Okay,
Button
I'm
copy
going
link.
to copy this
Link
link.
copy to clip. Button play.
And Brandon, while we're talking, I'm going
Link
to play
copy to
this.
clipboard. Seek slider
Amos
slide.
speaks to
Okay.
the camera in a bright and airy space.
Pause.
My
Hey.
name is Amos Miller,
Okay,
and
so
I'm
this
the
guy's
founder
speaking
and
into the
CEO
camera
of Glidance.
about Glide. This is really cool.
I lost my
have you seen
sight
this,
in my
Brandon?
20s. Actually,
I-
I have
I
a
have
eye
seen this.
condition
I
called
did watch
retinitis
it, 2
pigmentosa.
days ago.
So while we're talking, we're
I've
letting them watch this.
used
This
my
is
white
some
cane for
amazing
some
stuff.
time and
Tell
guide
me you
dogs
wouldn't try
since
that if you
the
got the
age
chance.
of
Like,
25
I
or so.
really want to try this thing.
And I have
I'm
always
gonna put
looked
my name
for
on the
new
list here.
kinds of mobility aids that help me to get around more independently and
is
help
amazing.
many others.
Amos walks outside
I mean,
past
could you
large
imagine
windows
not
using Glide.
having to walk slowly with
All
a
right,
cane?
he's
And
using
the work
Glide.
in Glidance is very much the next phase on my own
Let's
journey
see
in that
what it does
exploration.
with him.
Amos enters a doorway to a large public space.
Glide is
He entered a
a
doorway,
self-guided
walking, no problem.
mobility
Guided
aid
him right
that
through the doorway.
simply guides the person.
See, and notice
Amos
that.
walks
Notice
across
how
large atrium
effortlessly
using
he did
Glide,
that. You
and
didn't
we
have
see
to slow
insert
down
video
and feel
close-ups
your
of the
way
Glide.
to see where the center of
We
the door
use
was.
AI and robotics to
So I
guide
guess
the
you just
person. The
leave
device
this
is
sitting on the
physically
ground
connected to
and
the
just hold
ground,
on to it.
sits on two
Yep.
wheels, The user holds the handle and glide steers the way, avoids obstacles, and keeps the user safe.
It's
very smooth, very enjoyable to use, and really providing, I think, for the first time,
and the other question
another
I had is,
alternative
how does
for
it handle
people
overhead obstacles
alongside
like
the
trees?
cane or the guide dog, an alternative that can really help them get back on their feet and regain their independence.
Above you.
Mike speaks to camera in a bright and
Oh yeah,
airy
that's
space.
true.
I'm Mike May. I went
I bet
blind
you
at
it
age
stops
3, and
if
I've
it's
been
a big
learning how
crack,
to
it'll
get around
stop.
and to navigate since then.
Or maybe the tires are
I've
kind of
used the
big,
cane,
where it can
and
roll
I've
right over
had
it.
7 guide dogs,
Adjust or something.
and
yeah.
I've
Button
been
A, pause,
involved.
play, but click tog out of frame, heading level 3, let glide empowering. Glide is not just our story link, click Pitchfire logo, graphic link, says logo. Edison Awards logo, first name edit required, last name, email edit, tell us about your interest in anything else you'd like, tell us,
Okay,
email, last name, first name edit required, first name.
Anyways, here's what we're going to do, guys.
11th vibe pile ops, 30 point ops.
Me and Brandon can talk about some other stuff we got going on. Guys, leave your comments about everything we talked about today. Let us know what kind of video would you like to see on the next live stream. Technology is one of the big things we love doing. I would like to do another update video on Starship, and I think we might do that tomorrow. So
yeah, I need to figure out when we're gonna have another flight test with them.
So we're gonna do some research, see what's going on with Starship. And until then, if you're not subscribed to the channel, tap on that subscribe button. Join us here at the lounge. We'd love to have you here. And if you would ever like to come on, maybe you got something you'd like to share. Maybe you got a product. Maybe you got an idea. Maybe you got a problem. Whatever it is, we welcome you here to the lounge with the rest of us, where everything's always peaceful, but you get a place where you can share your voice and you can be heard. So,
Stop streaming,
y'all
checkbox
take
check.
care.